what's up? I'm the VS Chick, and today we're going to be talking about something so controversial in the Vulcan S650 world. I've just passed my unrestricted license, so I want to know how to unrestrict this baby. So lots of people think that to unrestrict or de-restrict, however you want to say it, your Vulcan, all you need to do is take a little bolt out of the throttle so you can make more of a rotation on your throttle. Other people think that there is a plug that you can take off and that unrestricts your Vulcan. Other people think that that plug is just a diagnostic plug. So I'm here to set the record straight and let you know what's going on with this whole de-restricting, unrestricting, whatever the hell it's called thing. Okay, so here we go. The people who are saying about the throttle, with the bolt in the throttle, you are 100% correct. The people who are saying about the unrestricting plug, yes, you are correct. So it depends on where you live in the world. In your country, they might not have a plug on there at all, which is why some people think, no, that's just a diagnostic. You're correct in your country. If you're not sure, listen, it's really easy to check. All right? This part on your bike, that part right there, you just need the ignition key. You're right, you unlock this part. Let's see if your bike is restricted. All right, here we go. And then you slide it down that way. Now, in Australia, we have this plug that sits on top of the diagnostic plug. You can tell that it is the restrictor plug because it has this loop. So, all you need to do to unrestrict your bike is just to take this plug off. If you don't see that plug on there, well, then your bike is already unrestricted. Once you take this off, it's going to basically give you around about 14 extra horsepower. All right, so let's release this beast. Take this thing off. Okay, so it's actually sitting on a little bracket. So you can lift that off the bracket. So you just lift this up and then that whole thing just comes off. So this plug, I want to keep this just in case I want to put it back on at some point. If you notice that you have a plug that's attached to that but there's a lead going off somewhere, what that means is like you might have something extra on your dash. So for example, you might have a gear indicator. Some of them do actually plug directly into this. So you might find that you have got a plug on there, but if it doesn't have that little loop, yeah, it's unrestricted. So I'm gonna go and tape that up real quick, just to protect it from the weather. And then I'll talk to you about the screw. That should be all right just there. Let's put this cover back on. All right, so that's back on. Now I'll talk to you about the throttle. So with the throttle, when I bought my bike, the previous owner had actually already taken that bolt out. So I won't be able to show you the bolt itself, but I will be able to show you where it goes and sort of what, what its purpose is. So before the bolt is taken out, you might be able to only get it to there, okay? So once you take that bolt out, it means that you'll have a further rotation, okay? Pretty straightforward. That doesn't actually change the amount of power to your bike at all. It just changes how much you can accelerate it, basically. Some people actually take their bikes to like the mechanic or whatever because it is quite fiddly to get this bolt out. I don't know because I didn't do it, but I've heard it's quite fiddly. You just have to make sure that you really hold on to that bolt so it doesn't just like vanish, because it'll vanish. All right, here we go. This is where you find it. Now, it's gonna be a little bit hard to see. I'm just gonna be turning the throttle so that you can see the mechanism in there that is moving, hopefully. All right. So the bolt, can you see? There's a little hole there. that's where that bolt is. Well, that's where the bolt will be on your bike. So again, if you're not sure if your bike is unrestricted for the throttle, just check, see if the bolt's still in there. If the bolt's still in there, yeah, it's still restricted. If it's out, it's unrestricted. This is groundbreaking stuff. If I just go like that, you can see there it is, that hole there. It changes, see? There's a little part that sticks out. So the throttle would initially go to there. Take the bolt out, and that little part that sticks out can go further past. So that's it. So yeah, pretty straightforward. So I hope you found that informative, and we'll get out on the bikes, go for a spin. Sweet. Bye. Don't go anywhere, but I'm gonna say bye here, and then I'm gonna rock up on the road somewhere, okay? Goodbye.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'm gonna go and test out some like slower speeds, and then I'll take it out onto the highway. I'll go 100 and yeah, just see if I notice a difference. It's heaps smoother already. It's like running more efficiently or something, I guess. So that's pretty slow. Yeah, it's heaps smoother. Like usually if I'm going like first or second, if you know, when you first start rolling on the throttle or rolling off, it's like really like you can really feel it. But I don't know if you guys saw that on the camera, but heaps smoother. So like no throttle, and now yeah, that's heaps smoother. Heaps smoother. I'm actually like fully lost. I've got no idea where I am. So yeah, those lower speeds, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, big tick for the low speeds. We'll see what it's like, you know, going a little bit faster. Quick disclaimer, please check the laws, check the regulations wherever you are, and make sure you are actually legally allowed to take the restrictor off, because I'd hate for you to be getting yourself into trouble. For example, in Queensland, where I live, Queensland, Australia, we have LAMS approved bikes. So LAMS means learner approved motorcycle, and so in Australia they put the little restrictor plug on the Vulcan to make it a LAMS approved motorbike. So basically that plug talks to the computer and limits the amount of power. I think it's more about like the power to weight ratio rather than, you know, just like a 650 or whatever, because there are 250s that exceed that power to weight ratio limit. So the reason I can do this is because I'm on my R license, really my unrestricted license. I only just passed it like last week, so I'm pretty pumped with myself. But it means that I don't have to ride a LAMS approved bike, which means I can take that restrictor plug off, baby. I love how the Vulcan just feels so agile, you know? It's like a cruiser, but man, you can fling it around. Alright, here we go. Oh man, that is so smooth coming down those gears. Alright, here we go. Surprising just how much, like 14 horsepower, really just how much you feel it, man. It's so good, man. I love plug before, but man, holy shit, that was a bump. Another one. Alright, ready? Oh, baby! Yeah! Oh man, that's like so much quicker. Mate. Yeah, that's awesome. Damn, this baby's got some oomph. Oh my god, I love it. In summary, the restrictor plug does make a difference. Oh, I probably should mention as well, with the bolt in the throttle had already been taken off, so I can't really comment as to how much of a difference that affects the bike, unfortunately. So yeah, because I don't even really know how much I give it, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. I hope that answered a couple of questions about the whole, you know, restrictor plug, non-restrictor plug, diagnostic plug, throttle bolt thing, whatever. I hope it's a little bit clearer now as to what that's all about. And again, just please check the regulations, the law for your particular country or state. There's heaps of other reasons as well why a motorbike is or isn't a LAMS approved bike. Any modifications that you make to it, yeah, can affect whether or not it's a learner approved motorbike. So it's not just a restrictor plug. So just again, like, check the regulations in your state, in your country, and make sure that if you need to abide by certain rules, make sure you do that, because yeah, I'd hate for you to get into trouble. Rather than asking me questions about like the legalities for it all, perhaps I'm not the best person to ask for that sort of stuff. I'm totally happy to answer questions about the restrictor plug itself and how the bike feels, and you know, if there's anything that I've missed, yeah, please feel free to ask, and I'll try and help you out. Thanks for watching. Check out some of my other vids if you haven't already. Give us a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Man, I love that it's smoother in those lower gears, because you feel like a Gumby when your bike's like